Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan and this is Gen Dit Commando. I'm a former Royal Marines Commando, and of the past few weeks I've been giving you guys live updates on the war in Ukraine, and the response has been fantastic, so I just want to say thank you before we get into the video. Now, the war in Ukraine has already caused millions of people to flee their homes and resulted in the deaths of thousands of people. The Russian army has launched an invasion of Ukraine in an attempt to take control of the country. The Ukrainian military has so far been successful in defending its territory from the Russian army, but the conflict is likely to continue for many months to come. Although the country of Ukraine is not a member of NATO yet, it has led to many Western countries to send military support to Ukraine. Western countries have sent military support to Ukraine in order to assist the Ukrainian military in defending its territory from the Russian army. This has led to the deaths of thousands of people, the destruction of important civilian infrastructure, and the displacement of millions of people. This has also caused severe economic damage to Russia, which is struggling to cope with the conflict. Many people in Western countries are also concerned that the conflict in Ukraine could lead to a war between NATO and Russia, which again would result in the deaths of many people and the destruction of important civilian infrastructure and civilian property. As the conflict in Ukraine has progressed, it is likely that NATO will become involved. NATO is a military alliance which was formed in the 1950s. Its original purpose was to defend North America and Europe from the Soviet Union. You could say now its main purpose is to defend member countries against invasion. But NATO has also been used as a military alliance to send troops to other countries in order to assist in the defense of the country. If NATO becomes directly involved in the conflict in Ukraine, it is likely that NATO will send military support to Ukraine in order to assist the Ukrainian military in defending its territory against the Russian aggressors. The conflict in Ukraine has caused countries around the world to impose massive economic sanctions on Russia. In fact, the greatest sanctions of its kind in history. The sanctions had a significant impact on the Russian economy, which has resulted in a decrease in the value of the Russian ruble and an increase in the value of the US dollar. This has made it more difficult for Russian people to travel overseas and to purchase goods from overseas, which has led to an increase in the amount of goods which are now being imported from countries other than the United States. This has led to an increase in the prices of imported goods, which has significantly impacted the Russian economy. As a result of the economic sanctions which have been imposed on Russia, President Vladimir Putin has come under pressure to end the war in Ukraine. However, President Putin has been playing a waiting game, which has allowed him to take and avoid taking any action which might result in the economic sanctions being increased even further. This has meant that Putin has been able to continue to avoid taking any action which might result in him being overthrown by the Russian military and people. It is possible that President Putin will be placed out of power by the military. If this occurs, it is likely that President Putin will be replaced by a leader who is more in favour of the West. This would cause a significant change in the Russian government, which would result in a change in the Russian government's policies. It is likely that these policies of the Russian government would become more aligned with those of the West, which would likely result in a decrease in the amount of economic sanctions which are currently being imposed on Russia. There has been a lot of speculation in the media in recent years regarding the possibility of nuclear war occurring as a result of a potential conflict with Russia. There have been a large number of nuclear weapons which have been located within Russia, which have been specifically designed with the capability of being able to be launched by aircraft, making a potential war with Russia an extremely dangerous one. The exact number of nuclear weapons which Russia has is actually unknown, only speculated. The countries which are believed to have nuclear weapons, which are based on information which has been released by the Russian government, The countries which are believed to have nuclear weapons include China, the United States, France, India, Pakistan, my own country, the United Kingdom, and Israel, making it clear for most that if one country amongst these mentioned were to use a nuclear weapon in a conflict, it would most certainly cause World War III. If fighting continues in Ukraine, a significant global response would be likely, which would include significant economic and diplomatic consequences, as well as a possible increase in military spending, which, let's face it guys, is certainly not good for anyone. My question to you is this: where do you see this war going in the coming weeks and months? Let me know in the comments, guys. Before you go, smash the like button. If you enjoy these videos, I will be releasing more content similar to this in the future. So that's it, me here at Gen Dick Commando. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time for another video. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon.